Hi, I'm the List Girl.
Hi, I'm the List Girl.
Hey guys, let's go ahead.
Hi, I'm the List Girl, and this is my bucket list channel.
A place full of discovery, cultural discovery, creative discovery, skill discovery, self-discovery. My list contains 1,000 things I want to do before I die.
With my list, I set out to discover the world, discover new cultures, gain new experiences, new skills. Most importantly, I set out to discover myself.
What would you put on your list if you had one? If you had no limitations and an infinite amount of time and a pocket full of money, how would you change your story? How would you change your life?
Hi, I'm the List Girl, and if you're anything like me, you understand that you've wasted way too much time and that now you keep trying to find ways of getting that time back. As Casey Neistat once said, time is our most precious resource. And so I seek out to make more of it. I always used to be the type of person to wake up at like midday, 1, 2, sometimes even 3 p.m. And I never used to think about the consequence of how much time I had wasted. And I've always been an extremely lazy person, so I feel like this will be an extremely difficult challenge. And so now I will be working on bucket list goal number 509, become an early riser. Day 5 of waking up at 6 a.m. It was difficult to get out of bed today, but I feel like that was because I went to bed really late, because we went over to my parents last night to watch the women's football. I feel really tired, and I feel like my headaches get worse when I'm tired, because I have these headaches. So I've been having headaches for a while, and I went to the GP and she said, you might need to go to the optician. I'm like, I don't have money or time to go to the optician. So that's still happening. I still haven't gone to the optician, so my headaches is still. Like right now, my headache's like back here. Like it moves around. I need to get better at going to sleep early. Note to self. It's now been 8 days since I've started on my journey to become an early riser and towards becoming more productive, more motivated, hardworking, to gain extra time. Having had this extra time in the morning, I've been able to focus on other habits that I've been wanting to work on. Recently I've been wanting to get into the daily habit of reading. So I've been working on that habit, and being that I've been waking up so early, I've had the time to sit there and concentrate on what I'm reading, to really take in the words and the stories that are in a way ingesting. I truly now have the time to immerse myself. A problem that I'm starting to have is that around midday to 2 p.m. I get rather sluggish, and I have found myself like waking up randomly from a nap that I didn't even know I had taken. You know, it's that kind of sluggishness that you just accidentally fall asleep and you wake up and like, wait, oh my gosh, when did I fall asleep? Now, I don't quite know if this is because of the fact that I'm starting a new routine and my body is trying to adjust, or if it's because I'm going to bed too late and not getting the amount of sleep that my body requires. Now, this is the part of the video where I try to remind myself why I am doing what I am doing. And the answer to this is very simple. I have wasted a lot of time in my life so far. I'm only 25, but I feel like I've wasted so much time. I spent so much time napping. I wasted so much time sleeping in. I've wasted so much time making decisions for myself, though it was actually decisions other people had made for me. Now, I know that is impossible. Lost time is lost time. As Benjamin Franklin put it so amazingly, lost time can never be found again. I can, however, learn from my mistakes and rewind and undo all the habits that I have created in my past to waste so much time, and start living a life where I am using the time that I do have to the best of my ability. Also, by doing this, by waking up every morning really early, I'm potentially also gaining the extra benefits that come with this, which more productivity, more motivation, and according to Benji Frankie, better health and more wealth. All good things. So I am on day 11 of trying to wake up early, and so far so good. I have woken up at 6 AM every day since, and I found that today it was actually quite hard to get up. Yesterday it was so much easier. I've been trying to go to bed earlier, like I said I would, and I've been going to bed between 10:30 and 11, which is quite early for me. And I did that last night, but the problem was that then at 1 AM we were waken up by some works going on the train line, which is right behind our house. We were woken up and that was quite annoying, so we had like a restless sleep, I guess, or so. And I feel like the days go on, it gets slightly harder for some reason, I don't know why. Hoping that my body clock starts to get used to it, because
Day 12. Waking up so early, it's getting harder and harder.
hi guys, it's day 20 of the 66 day waking up at 6 AM challenge, and today was pretty fucking easy to wake up, to be honest. It is 6:30, but it's 6:30 only because, so I woke up at 10 to 6 just naturally. I think my body's starting to adjust. But the thing is, the reason why it's 6:30 now and I'm only talking to you now is because I didn't spend the first half an hour of my morning on the toilet. And obviously, I wasn't going to bring my camera in there. I have this time now in the morning to create my morning routine. Gives me time to enjoy my breakfast, seeing as it's the most important meal of the day. In terms of energy, I'm no longer getting that like midday dip in energy. I can actually stay awake and like fully energized until about 9, and then after that I'm just like. So I guess like also waking up early is naturally making me go to bed early. So that's the current situation.
I've woken up at 6 AM for 66 days, and I can honestly say that I officially feel like I'm an early riser. God, I'm tired. Why am I so tired? I think I was in the middle of REM, and then I went off. But I will say this, the past few weekends, I have allowed myself, so Saturday and Sunday, I've allowed myself like breaks. So weekdays I'd wake up at 6 AM every day. Saturday and Sunday I'd give myself an extra hour of sleep because it's a weekend and I don't want to burn myself out. Because the reason that I wanted to become an early riser is to get more work done. So I didn't feel the need to wake up at 6 AM on the weekends. If I'm waking up at 6 AM on the weekends to get more work done, that means I'm working really hard 7 days of the week, and I'm just gonna burn myself out faster. So, put some breaks on, took some pauses between here and there, like I take one Saturday off in a week, or I take a Sunday off in a week, and and just to allow myself that break. But despite that, I have been waking up oh gosh, I'm tired, around the same time every day, and I personally do now consider myself an early riser. Here's what I've learned.
So a couple of things that have really helped me to become an early riser. Never did I think I would ever be using those words. The first thing was to go to bed at the same or similar time you do every single night. What this does is it gets your body into a sort of routine, a clock, and it gets used to it, and after a while it becomes routine. But also your body adapts to it, and eventually over time you get less and less tired. My sweet spot is usually around 10:30. Something else that really worked for me was, and I know a lot of people say this when they give like wake up early advice, but maybe all these people say the same thing because maybe they're onto something, you know? It's definitely worked for me, and that was plan my next day the night before. By doing that, I then wake up knowing that I have things I need to do, and what's even more important is to make sure that it's exciting things. I always have a book that I'm really enjoying next to my bedside table because that is part of my morning routine. I wake up, go to the toilet, go back to bed, do my journal, and then read my book. And that makes me really excited because as I wake up, I'm like, oh yeah, what's gonna happen in the story next? I guess I gotta wake up and get up and find out. So this is my my planner. This is how I plan. The way that I want for each day to go is for me to work on. Don't look at my expenses. That's embarrassing. The way I would like my weeks to flow is to have a task for each of my, like a specific category. And what I mean by this is every day I will do one chore, I will do one list girl task. So either that's writing a post, uploading a post, or editing a video, or posting a video, or planning my next video, or planning my next goal, planning my next travel location, my next holiday, blah blah blah. I will do one skill practice, so that is like either drawing, photography, novel writing, guitar, tai chi, or meditation. And then I'll also study one topic. I need to have at least one of each of these every day. So that means in terms of like my priorities and my core tasks for a day is 1, 2, 3, 4. And so that basically just allows me to work on a little bit of everything that I enjoy. And by doing those core 4 tasks every day, I feel like that's bringing a lot of quality into my life. And I wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't waking up as early as I am. And the reason why I say that this brings quality to my life is because even if I only do these 4 tasks 1 hour a day, that's 4 hours in one day that I have edited a video, I have read up a topic of sorts, I have practiced my guitar, or I have done some drawing, or I've practiced my photography. And then if you think about that, and if I do some mathematics, that is 28 hours that I would have spent in 1 week doing so much. And then if I divide that 28 hours by 4, which is how many tasks I do in a day, that means I would have spent 7 hours per week. 7 hours per week working on my career, training my brain, working and practicing one of my skills, and doing chore. But all these things are being done slowly and sporadically throughout an entire week, meaning that I won't be burning myself out, but I'll also be doing all the things that I need to have good quality life. And again, all these things I have learnt and I am practicing and I have put into and I've set into my daily like routine from waking up early. Creating new habits can be hard, but at the end of the day, if you put in the effort and like you honestly, if you give a shit about the habit that you are trying to implement, and if it's really important to you, and like you do your research and you learn about the benefits of that habit, and you start to like see those benefits like and you start seeing those benefits as you start implementing the habit that you're trying to build, you will see how not only does that make you more confident as a person, but it also makes you more disciplined as a person. It helps you grow as a person because you're no longer like living the same like day every single day, and you're not just going with the flow. You are being intentional. And I have found, if there is anything that I have learned from waking up early, is the importance and how much better my life can be when it becomes intentional. This right here is intentionality. This is me deciding what I want to do with each and every hour of my day. This is me being intentional with how I spend my time, how I waste my time or lack of, and thereby creating a greater quality for my life. Drink, rewind this video and drink every time I say quality of life, because I'm pretty sure I just said it a lot of freaking times. Personally, I have marked my body. I've got a new tattoo and it is a reminder to live intentionally and to not waste my time, because I know that by living intentionally and not wasting my time, it brings a better quality of life, and it brings joy and it brings happiness. And so if you take one thing from this video, let it be for you to live your life with intentionality. And before I log off, I have one question for you. What's your next adventure?